All right, folks, let's do it. Happy Saturday. Welcome in. It's ACC Saturday, and we're getting the second game of the slate here. I think, what is it, today? North Carolina escapes, apparently, against the Irish, who apparently are winning in football and in basketball. So, yeah, I got a text from a friend who said it was just very bad defending by Notre Dame at the end of the game that would have given UNC yet another loss early in the season. Also, the Kentucky-Florida game went down pretty close. Um, yeah, really unfortunate. Notre Dame dropping the game there at home to North Carolina would have put them at 8-7. So they're already sort of at risk of missing the NCAA tournament. But we're here to talk about Duke. Shane, what's up? Duke is going to make SMU pony up their lunch money. Very nice, very nice. I mean, it's there only as a sort of it's there as a conversation starter when you picked up on it. So I'm happy that you were able to come up with a nice quip on the off the header. Also, there we go. That should make it work. Okay. SMU and Duke. Probably, well, certainly the most important ACC game that we've played thus far. Both teams come into this game 2-0 in the conference, SMU having beaten UVA and Boston College. Both teams are also coming in on a 7-game win streak. We're not going to rattle off all 7 that the teams have won. But this is a game that pits Duke's first-in-class defense against SMU's ACC first offense, averaging 87 points per game, and that puts them at around 13th in the country. The other late-breaking news piece coming out of the Duke camp today is that there is no John Shire. As I guess he got sick. So Chris Carrawell will coach this afternoon for the Blue Devils. Be interesting to see how that plays out, especially with the rotations of players. More so than like the X's and O's, I think. But so this whole like first number one defense versus number one offense, typically I would think that the defense gets the better of it. However, the other piece to this is that Duke is the only team nationally ranked in the top 10 in both offense and defensive efficiency. So it's not like Duke's offensive can't, is just a one-trick pony. There, see, Shane, there's my version of it. It's not like Duke is just a one-trick pony defensively. We can certainly put up points as well. I don't think SMU is going to get to their average of 87.5 points per game. I would be shocked if they did. That would be a game played like an extremely high and fast pace. I'm not sure that's the game that Duke really wants, although we have proven ourselves capable of, winning such games. I think the game against Auburn got pretty high up there as well. Cat fan, welcome in, and Timothy, welcome as well. Yeah, prayers. Hopefully, the John Shire illness is like nothing serious. I mean, at this point, it's like maybe he just got he's got a stuffy nose or something. But yeah. Anyway, hopefully he's back for Tuesdays. Probably, yeah. If he doesn't travel, he'll just be back for Tuesday's game against Pittsburgh, and then we have very like high-profile games back to back. Pittsburgh, SMU, probably the other top 2 teams in the ACC. Although it's still early. As I was reviewing this, everybody was like, "There's a lot of hype coming in for this SMU game." There were people talking about how the SMU ticket prices were extremely elevated. The average ticket price for an SMU game on the secondary market was around $10. And then Duke comes in and it's now $170 is the cheapest, price to get in. Like the Duke effect is in full effect. Chris Carrawell is going to coach, Cat fan. And there's also I saw people on social media drawing parallels between this game and the game against Georgia Tech last year, where we played at Georgia Tech and lost narrowly by about 4 points, because they were saying, well, it's another game that's kind of at an odd sort of time slot, like 2:15, 2:20 start. It's not certainly not prime time. It's not like the noon game or like the 8 p.m. game. And it's also on the CW like that Georgia Tech game was last year. And so we're like off in this like corner, and like who knows what's going to happen. Apparently the ACC network has been relegated to the bottom feeders in Virginia Tech and Miami at the moment. I don't know why they didn't put us on the ACC network, but apparently a bunch of SMU's games have been on the CW, so maybe they have like a thing for SMU there. I don't know. I looked at, you look at who SMU has beaten. They haven't beaten a ranked team, let alone played a ranked team. And the two teams that they beat in conference, I mean, UVA, I don't know. They'll probably end up somewhere in the middle of the conference, given the whole, Tony Bennett resigning at the beginning of the season. And then Boston College has just kind of been mid for a long time. So I don't know. I'm not entirely impressed, I guess, with SMU's resume. Just looking at this, it's still early in the season. You have this whole like, oh yeah, they're top of the league in scoring in the ACC. Let's see. Let's see if that holds up against this Duke team, which we know defensively has been pretty incredible. Let's see if that still holds up by the end of the year. Right now, this is a quad 1 game. Duke's got to go on the road and win it. Just lock it in and go, and we'll see. So, pizza from my local place up here is my post-game meal today, and I guess you could say the pre-game meal for the Steelers tonight. It's the Steelers-Bengal game is going to be a really interesting one tonight. I find it also very interesting that they have that game playing on a Saturday when you have all the like the playoff scenarios for Broncos and Miami that are dependent upon that Bengals-Steelers game played out on Sunday. I think typically what you've seen in the past is that the games that matter for the like a playoffs get in, get out are all like they all happen concurrently, typically. But like Denver's going to need to know whether it needs to win basically after tonight, after the result of that Bengals game. I hope the Steelers win, but we'll see. And yeah, I did take a note of that Notre Dame there thing at the end, which is like very unfortunate because every loss for Carolina, of course, is something to be celebrated. So okay, this is the way we're gonna get the game started here in a second. It looks like they're quite late actually. No, UNC won by 1. They were down 3. They shot a 3 and got fouled on the 3 and made the 3. And so the and 1 gave them the 1 point 74-73 win. Now, for those paying attention, the familiar name on the SMU side that you might see here. Actually, I guess I should say for those that have been on the channel for a while and have been doing games with us, Boopy Miller, former Wake Forest transfer, former Wake Forest player, having now transferred to SMU, averaging about 15 points per game for SMU and about 5 assists. So he's definitely someone to look for. Number 2 in the white today. I looked back at the Wake Forest games against Duke last year. In the game that Wake Forest won, that was played at Wake Forest, he had 15 points against us. In the game that they lost, that was played at Duke, he only had 3. So I don't really know what to glean much from that. I will say, as we get underway here, with Duke having the first possession of the game, we absolutely need to avoid the slow start, and they're trying to go for it hard there with Cooper Flagg going up against Samet Yigidolu, number 24 for SMU, picking up their first foul. Yigidoglu, I think, actually. out of Turkey. They got 2 players out of Turkey. They've been recruiting internationally, have the ponies here. As Cooper Flagg steps up to the free throw line, was perfect at the free throw line in his previous game and picks up right where he left off with another point there. I don't even know. I feel like the CW, I don't even know how to like get it per se, other than it's just like it was just part of it's part of my YouTube TV package. I don't know how, if there's like a special, like, it's certainly not like a sports channel. I don't know. They're like syndicating the ACC network, like trying to expand the ACC network. Overflow games, I guess. Great ball denial down low by Malowacz, actually. Number 9 on blue against 24 on white. Nice matchup down there. And so far, Malowacz getting the better of it. That's an outside shot by Matt Cross, averaging about 10.2 points, 10.9, 10.2 points per game with a 3. Sorry, 10.7. All right, there you go. There's the most up-to-date stat. The first 3-pointer for SMU falls, and we are well underway. Rather kind of an interesting matchup. I mean, we've never played SMU. SMU, obviously, first year in the ACC. We played them in football and lost to that one. Nice take to the basket there by Tyrese Proctor. He's going to come up with 2 more there with the right hand. And Duke is actually 3-1 against SMU. The last meeting taking place back in 1988, which is before I was born, for those counting. And this will be Matt Cross for 3 again, and that one is too long. Great rebound there by Malowacz, as Duke in the dark blue unis today. Nice move by Proctor there to get into the paint, and Knipple hits from the left-hand corner. Nice swish for Khan, getting it going early. So Duke 7-3 here in the early going. You know what? I'm not going to jinx it. I'm just going to wait for the under 16 timeout before I say anything about whether we've started fast or slow. Defensively, certainly we've locked in. Matt Cross tries to drive into the paint there and gets blocked off by Knipple. Great defense and keeping the feet moving. Here is Boopy Miller trying to work on Knipple off the switch, and Knipple gets the block with the right hand there as Miller was trying to go to the basket. Yes, we are using the Brotherhood jerseys for this one. Nice, interesting choice for the road game here. We have an SMU turnover. Maybe. Proctor is pleading his case here that it says off of the SMU player, but got 3.4 seconds for the shot clock here as SMU stacks the line off the left, on the right block, actually. Proctor having words with the refs. SMU's going to have to put this up. I don't know if they even know that the shot clock is going to expire. That's a shot clock violation as Duke's defense comes up big there on that possession, forcing the turnover. Nicely done. So Duke defensively, aside from the 1 3-pointer, great defense so far. Good rebounding. Managing to stick for the full 30 seconds there with SMU. And Knipple going to go for 3 again. Not quite. That's out of bounds on the rebound. That's actually a travel. That was Traore. They could have either called out of bounds or travel, honestly. His back was on the end line. Andy Enfield, also you might recognize. That's a 3-pointer as Tyrese hits it on the quick inbounds play as the camera wasn't even ready for it. Tyrese managing to hit has been basically our best 3-point shooter, except for Isaiah Evans in these last couple games, who's been shooting it at 60%, which is absolutely crazy. 19 of 32 since the Auburn game, and we have a foul there being called against Malowacz. But yeah, Proctor basically averaging 2 3-pointers per game pretty consistently here. I guess I'm behind on the this is the updated. So Matt Cross makes his free throw, so that's 4. The game cat's a little ahead of me. dislocated tailbone. Jesus. Yeah, so far so good for Tyrese. 5 points here, and Malawach comes down with a rebound off the cross court pass. Zion James to Proctor, who hits it again in the same spot. That's 2 3-pointers for Proctor, who's got 8 already. He is aggressive and hunting today. What are we gonna? He's like, you can't hunt horses. That's not a thing. But I guess rebounding. Oh, what a block by Malawach! My goodness. He's lassoing horses, corralling the horses on defense. Wow, what an insane block. Oh my God. Get out. Woo. All right, so Boopy Miller resuming. 10 seconds on this shot clock here. Boopy Miller giving this one down to Johan Traore, and the rebound to the Ponies. Oh, great interior pass, actually. They're going to call that on Knipple is the foul. That's his first. What do you mean weird to start? What's weird about this? Oh, like the fact that we actually have more than 10 points before the 10-minute mark? Oof, that's a miss by SMU. That's their second miss, actually. All right, he goes 1 of 2, does Traore there. So he's finally on the board, the second SMU player. Yeah. Yes, for the first time in what feels like forever, we have more than 10 points by the first TV timeout. Duke manages to get the ball off as SMU is actually like swapped into a zone here, and Cooper Flagg at the ACC logo. That is his spot with the turnaround mid-range jump shot. Yes, that is a zone beater right there if I've ever seen one. I mean, Cooper Flagg is just built to bust zones. Boopy Miller, not goaltending. Sorry, BJ Edwards, not Boopy Miller. BJ Edwards, number 0. Boopy Miller was number 0 when he played at Wake Forest. I got the numbers confused. All right, as we have hit the under 16 timeout. So the first 4 minutes of the game look pretty good for Duke. Off to a fast start here out of the gates. And the Ponies have 7 with our Blue Devils at 15. Or the real story is Tyrese Proctor, who has gone 2 for 2 from 3 and has 8 points so far. Cooper Flagg with 4. 2 2-pointers for him. No, 2 free throws and a 2-pointer there. Mid-range jump shot for him. And Con Knipple has gone 1 of 2 from 3, which gives him his 3 points. Herbert Williams, welcome into the chat. Buffalo beat Liberty. That's the update from the Bulls so far. Yeah, the Herd stomping on the Liberty Flames, it seems. I haven't been able to see many of the other bowl games. I mean, obviously, I'm watching the college football playoff games. Which quick programming note, actually, we will be doing the Pittsburgh stream on Tuesday. Oh, that's the last bowl. Okay, that's interesting. We will be doing the Pittsburgh game on Tuesday because I've switched my flight. I'm now flying on Saturday instead after the Duke game. And because I'm going to the Orange Bowl. So I got invited to go to the Orange Bowl, and because we love sports on this channel, I said, okay, so let's just do that. So yes, so we can pretty easily swap the flights, and I'll be staying down for that. So we will see each other again on Tuesday and then Saturday, and we'll just keep the thing rolling. Just getting the live stats here for a second. Where are the live stats actually? Okay. I saw the live stats on the SMU page. Ah, here we go. All right. We'll get those queued up. All right. So 15-7, we resume play here. A few changes to be made here as we're still CW stream. It's like way behind for me for whatever reason, but it is what it is. All right, here we go. Flag inbounds it to Sion James. Malik Brown, Isaiah Evans, and are in, and then it's Flag, Brown, and Proctor as Flag drives to the basket, and then it's going to be a foul on Traore. So I really like, I mean, we've seen Cooper Flag's ability to drive to the basket against bigger opponents all season. It was big, especially in the Auburn game, I found, where he's just like, I mean, the kid is just absolutely fearless. But the big difference lately is the improvement in Cooper Flag's free throw percentage, which, if you've been to it on the channel for a while, you know that I have been a absolute broken record on this kid, that he had to improve his free throw shooting percentage, because it was like down in the low 70s. It was like 73, 74. And I was like, look, Coop, if you improve your shooting percentage to like 80 plus, you're going to be basically making 4 to 5 points more per game. And it just goes to the line and gets another 2 there off the foul. So not only... So basically, yeah, he was getting fouled and then missing the free throws. So it's like, okay, great. Like, you got fouled, but like, you didn't convert. Now he's getting fouled and making the free throws. It's lethal combination. He's 4 of 4 so far tonight in the early going. He was perfect in the game against Virginia Tech earlier in the week. A huge difference after the Christmas break, actually, as Malik Brown comes up with the steal, and Duke is off to the races here with Cooper Flag. I've noticed that huge big difference in Cooper. Gotta hand it to the kid. I assume he put in a ton of work over the Christmas break on it, and he deserves it. So nicely done. Proctor finally misses a 3 there. A little bit of a heat check that was almost in, and Duke couldn't convert off the SMU turnover, which now has 2 such turnovers in the game. So Duke just denying everything. SMU settling for an outside shot and hitting. Who did shoot that? Was that BJ or Boopy? Well, we'll figure it out in a second. So SMU with the 2 threes to essentially keep them within arm's length here. We were up by 10, now by 7. Actually not as loud as I thought. That is a moving screen by Sion James. Okay. Little weak. Cooper Flag would have hit a 3 on the other side of it. That was Boopy Miller. Okay. That is such a bad call, man. That is so bad. Let him play, man. I was gonna say, I think the SMU crowd is definitely not up to like snuff as far as like what I thought they were gonna be. I thought this place was gonna be a lot more raucous, and it's like silent. I mean, maybe Duke taking them out of it has done something. It's another 3 there, and the rebound and putback for SMU, the 7-2 center out of Turkey, with no Malawach in the game. A little difficult to contend with there. As Gillis comes in, and Knipple there gets double teamed. Now finds Isaiah Evans. Evans for 3. Nope. And SMU finally, and the energy in the building finally kind of starting to get back in it. Brown going to go one-on-one against Yedidoglu. Yedidoglu, yeah. And that's going to be the first on Yigitolu. Okay, all right. Malik Brown. We need Malawach back in the game. Notre Dame, yes, Notre Dame beating Oregon. As an Irish fan, I'm excited and guarded. I hope they don't have a letdown against Penn State. I would definitely rather play Texas as an Irish fan than OSU. I think both matchups are pretty like 50-50. I think the Texas OSU one is like 59-40, 51-49. And I think Penn State Notre Dame is going to be a great game too. I think that goes easily. But it's actually kind of like Duke fans, of course, are like crying watching the Notre Dame play because it's like, well, that was our quarterback. Now, to Leonard Riley's credit, he decided to transfer after the decision. The coach, the decision for the coach to leave to Texas A&M. So I don't really blame the kid. And like transfers happen when coaches change. So yeah, I don't really blame the kid. I'm glad he's having success. But like we knew he was the real deal when he was at Duke. That especially because of that Florida State game. It's just like sad. That's what we had. Like we had a college football playoff level quarterback at Duke and just completely squandered it. Evans will go to the free throw line here. And that is a foul on 24. I have that as the second, although Evans misses the first. I was feeling better about this game a few minutes ago. Now, I guess we're gonna SMU wasn't gonna like roll over and die here, but like Isaiah Evans wanted 2 at the line, as Duke has finally missed a free throw there. I do like the lineup with Malawach better. But now the SMU doesn't have its size, so Duke should have the advantage, and that is continue. They're gonna give him continuation for that, man. Okay. They're gonna give him NBA level continuation for Matt Cross. The foul is on the floor. First on Evans. I'd love to get that kind of NBA continuation for a Duke player. So a couple missed shots has gotten SMU, I guess missed shots by Duke has gotten SMU back in the game, although SMU is just missing free throws left and right. Cooper Flagg back in now as we have Foster Flagg, Mason Gillis, Malawach, and Knipple. So Proctor and the bench for the moment. Flagg, nice little touch pass in there. Extra pass out to Gillis on the outside, but Gillis can't hit the 3. It was halfway down, but decided not to drop. And oh my God, Boopy Miller just puts up a prayer after losing the ball. And SMU is within 2. Duke pushing it up the floor. That's just like such a That's those kind of shots from like seniors that are just like, oh yeah, just like chuck this up at the basket and it'll go. Nice pass there by Flagg to Knipple. That 3 can't go, and Duke has gone cold from the floor. So we did have a hot start in the first 4 minutes, and then we have cooled off to the way we usually play in the first half, and that's a foul by Knipple. Off the SMU missed 3. So that'll be the second foul on Knipple and the 6th foul for the Blue Devils, who desperately need a timeout. Because SMU is on a roll here. We basically scored 1 point. Let's see, 6 is about 9-1 run here for the Ponies. 9-2. 9-2 run for the Ponies. So yeah, I have it right. I have the fouls right for Duke. I did not have them right for the SMU there for a second. So the other piece that is not great right now is Duke is getting out rebounded like crazy. SMU 12 rebounds, Duke 4. I mean, Duke, this is an area where we have done historically very, very well, and SMU with 7 offensive rebounds. Although they've only really yielded 3 second chance points, it's extra possessions for SMU. As a result, they are 6 of 14, so they've gotten 4 more shots off, and Duke is only 5 of 10. So the shot volume isn't really going there. So we were shooting 50% from the floor, right? If we had an extra 4 shots, it'd be another 2 baskets. So give us +4, it'd be 22-16. Feel better about that. The 3-point shooting has cooled off considerably, as Knippel's now gone 1 of 3. Gillis and Evans have both missed 1, and Proctor's still 2 for 2. I expect to see Proctor back in the game after this media timeout. Duke really kind of using everybody in their rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all 9 players that you'd expect. All 9 players, yeah, that you'd expect right now. SMU keeping it a little tighter with only 8 at the time being. But yeah, 2 of 7 from the free throw line right now, and it's a 2-point game. So SMU is leaving points at the line right now. As we get back to Dallas and get ready to keep going here. There was a Duke foul called before the timeout rather, and SMU will inbound the ball. Not on the one-on-one yet. So SMU here with a 15 seconds on the shot clock. Boopy Miller driving, going baseline, and it's a turnover. Nice defense by the Blue Devils. And that is, it's going to be a foul on Chuck Harris as he was harassing Cooper Flagg down the floor. I'll watch to James and trying to get open is Cooper Flagg. Flagg, hesitation, takes a few dribbles inside the 3-point line and hits the long mid-range jumper, and Flagg is up to 8 points. He has been red hot today. So Flagg and Proctor so far, as both are currently in the game and both with 9 points. It's the Flagg and Proctor show here in Texas for the time being. Proctor playing D on Harris here. Driving to the baseline, cross-court pass, open shot. Maybe nice extra pass for SMU. The long rebound is actually deflected by Flagg on the weak side and picked up by Sion James. So Duke able to seal the possession off. Flagg, nice pump fake there. Going to give it to Proctor, who's going to take it straight on, in and out. Gillis tried to get the rebound, but it's deflected out of his hands. Duke will retain possession as it was last touched by SMU. Man, that Proctor 3 from straight dead on was so close. What a tough shot, actually, by Cooper Flagg, but he nails it anyway. Flagg going to go for 3 here. No. And Duke going to recover? Actually, yes, Duke will get the offensive board. James thought about the 3. Now going to get it to Flagg, and Flagg is going to square up for it again. Yes! Oh, I thought that was long. It might have been a little long, but it was low in line and hit the back of the rim and just dropped in. So Cooper Flagg on his own 5-0 run out of the under 12 timeout puts Duke up 7 when it was as close as 2. Malik Brown back in the game now, has 1 foul, needs to be a little careful. Still have 10 minutes here left in this first half. And SMU having to initiate offense from basically literally half court. As Duke's defense is just continuing to push them and push them away. That is just a individual effort there by Miller, who's got 7 now. Great individual effort to break the Duke defense. Flag blocked. That should be out on SMU. Oh yeah, Flag was complaining that they had his jersey, and on the replay, it's absolutely true. Kick ball here. Proctor will reset. Proctor to James, gets it to Brown. And Evans and Flag also in the game. So we do have a decent number of three-point shooters. Nice back cut. Oh, excellent by Cooper Flag off the offensive board there with the cleanup. James misses, but Flag there. Woo! Coop. 13 points so far. My goodness. He loves to get and dunk the ball. I love it. That's a foul. Is that a bump? Is that a Proctor foul or a Cooper Flag foul? No, that's a Flag foul. The late rotation by Cooper, but where is Shire? Shire is back in Durham. He is sick. He did not travel with the team. Yeah. So, and at the free throw line, they miss again. 2 of 8 now is SMU from the free throw line. I will take it. The home team here, the underdog per se, SMU, if they want to upset a top team, hitting free throws is like a must. Cooper Flag with a turnaround jump shot, not quite. SMU pokes that ball out of bounds, trying to get the rebound. And Duke's going to have another shot at it. Duke's been having really good offense off these baseline inbound plays, actually. Acting pretty well. James trying to drive baseline, but gets denied there. So Duke resets the offense. There's screen by Flag. Proctor driving in. Tough shot by Proctor. Malawatch tried to go up for it for the rebound and got fouled for his efforts. So Edwards will pick up his second. That'll be the 5th team foul on SMU. Definitely a size mismatch between Malawatch and Edwards, but opportunity here for the Blue Devils to put a few more on at the line. Ugh. Missed the first. Oh, Malawatch missed them both. God, man. The assistant coach the now head coach for Duke is Chris Carrawell, who was otherwise an assistant coach, now acting head coach for the day. Here is Miller driving, tried to get to the rim. No, couldn't. Too strong, actually, as Flag comes out with the rebound and driving it down the floor. And over to Caleb Foster, who's going to take a 3. That doesn't look. Oh, actually, yes, it goes. Caleb Foster with an opportunistic 3-pointer in transition. Nicely done. 28-20, the Blue Devils, who want to run. Oh, Yigatolu there. Great. This is a great pass. A nice deflection by Caleb Foster as the pass was trying to make its way to Chuck Harris. But gets deflected out of bounds, and that will take us to a TV timeout. 7:31 left in the game. Why is everyone getting sick? I don't know, because it's cold in North Carolina. Just come down to Miami. It's nice and warm, and nobody's getting sick down here. So, luckily, I have not gotten sick. Knock on wood. So far, so good. Nick, you were sick on Christmas. My brother also got sick after Christmas, but I was fine. Probably because I take daily vitamin D3, vitamin C, and zinc supplement. I gotta say, it's a real winner, actually. If you take your daily vitamin D, C, and zinc, you don't get sick. John's not there because he's out. He's got an undisclosed illness. Came down with a bug, or the flu, or food poisoning, or something. But yeah. All right, Duke shooting 45% from the floor at the moment. Actually, 50% from three, not bad. 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Could be better, but Cooper Flagg still 4 of 4, so still perfect there. He has got 13 points, shooting 4 of 7 so far today. So it's an efficient 13 points. And Sion James currently leads the team with 5 assists. It's actually kind of a sneaky stat there. I hadn't really noticed the assist number. On the SMU side, it's Matthew Cross with leading the team there with 6 on 1 of 2 3-point shooting and 2 of 3 overall. However, the big problem for SMU right now is their free throw shooting, right now at 2 of 8. Duke also managing to close up the rebounding margin in that last segment. We talked about after the under 12 timeout, we talked about how SMU was out rebounding the Blue Devils, especially in the offensive rebounding category where it was 7-0. In the last 4-minute segment, it was 6-0 in favor of the Blue Devils in the offensive rebounding category, and we are 13-13 in the rebounds. So, Orlando, you never need to apologize. Nobody ever needs to apologize for being late or missing a stream. I'm very grateful for those that are here and the folks that have, more importantly, the folks that have stuck around for a long time. I think when did we start this? Probably like 4 years ago or something, back during the COVID season. Or right after, well, it was the season that turned out to be the COVID season, I guess, because we got blocked out from the ACC tournament. Or it was like the season before. Anyway, folks have been around for a while, so I appreciate it. All right, resuming play here in Texas. Double dribble, actually. A turnover there by Yigatolu. And that's a turnover for the Ponies. Screen by Malowich up top, and he's going to rescreen there. They're going to try the pick and roll action, but play isn't there. Flagg instead. Oh! Flagg leaves the layup at the rim. He's going to want that one back. Wow. That is so uncharacteristic, actually, for Cooper Flagg to miss a layup like that. He had Yigatolu beat. I wonder if there was a foul that wasn't called. Didn't look like it. I mean, it looked clean, but damn. That's really unfortunate. Oh, get on the floor, Foster. Oh, Chuck Harris almost lost it. 15 seconds here for SMU to run offense. They're trying to run the pick and roll themselves, and Yigatolu can't handle it. Get on there's the turnover as Proctor picks it up, and up ahead to Foster, who wants to go push the pace. No, back to Proctor. Proctor going in, gets it to Malowich. Malowich with the little lay-in. Yes, Duke in transition again and has reopened a 10-point lead. 30-20. Remember, SMU averaging 87.5 points per game. Oh, somebody's got to steal that ball from Igatolu there. As Flag tried to go for the block, he might have gotten a piece of it actually as it went in and out. And now we're going to try. Whoa, that's way too high as Malowacz can't come down with it. I mean, I get what he was trying to do, but Malowacz finally rejoins the team, and now we're 5-on-5 here for Duke. And now a forced mid-range jump shot. Jesus. Come on. Traore there sings like, all right, Coop, I see it. You can hit the mid-range jump shots. I'm going to take 1-2 and drill this. 3 points for him as SMU cuts the lead to 8. .537 to go here in the first half. Isaiah Evans, nice little pump fake, takes a step inside the 3-point line, can't get the 2, not quite his shot. Should have gone left instead of in. That was an offensive foul. They don't call that offensive foul by Harris? I thought he gave Proctor the right forearm there. Flag will go to the bench for the time being. And Evans too? Yes, Evans as well. So Malowacz, Foster, James, Proctor, and Gillis. Weird lineup, actually. Actually, Malowacz will go to the bench and Brown will come in. Okay. So we got the sort of the second unit going here. Oh, that's a foul. I don't know what Mason Gillis is trying to do there. That's like, he's just like literally pushing the guy off his spot. That is such an easy foul call, man. And they're in the bonus too. What is? I mean, wait, they call that on Brown? Oh, it was totally on Gillis. That's, well, SMU has been missing free throws at the line all day, so 1-1. Who knows? All right, they actually hit it. They actually got a free throw to go down. Kind of stalled on the scoring here. We put ourselves up 10, and now SMU is going to cut it down to 6. Yeah, all right. Colbert can shoot free throws. He gets them both. 30-24. Gillis looking for options. Gives it back to Proctor. What is the offensive option here? Caleb Foster is hit a 3. Nice little screen there by Malowacz. Going to drive in. Probably should have gotten fouled. It's a high off the glass. The offensive option is Caleb Foster, who's got 5 points so far this afternoon in action off the bench. Love to see it. Love it. And we got another foul. Got another foul. They charge for that. Caleb, oh, they got Caleb Foster on it. Okay. So Boopy Miller at the free throw line here for the 1-1 and gets the friendly roll off the front of the iron. And he will make the second, so that's 9 so far for him. 32-26. The lead kind of oscillating between this 6 to 10 range. And Malowacz, do we turn it over? No, Foster saves it, actually. Caleb Foster is going to try it with the left hand again. Ooh, too strong. Very similar to the play before. I thought he had that one, that one-on-one. I really thought he was going to get that to go for him. Not quite, though. Baseline drive, turnaround jump shot by Traore. Yes. Down to 4. And the Ponies on a bit of a run here as they're trying to get their crowd back into it. This was very similar to the run about 10 minutes ago in terms of game time. And then Duke responded after that. So let's see here. Under 4, Sion James outside. Gillis for 3. Yes. Nice shot by Gillis to quiet the crowd. Big momentum play, actually. Big momentum play. Huge shot by Mason Gillis. Much needed 3. Let's see. Boopy Miller's going to try for 3. In and out. And we got the rebound? Yes, we do. Gillis with the rebound here. Duke with an opportunity to push. Nice little between the legs pass to Gillis. But no three-pointer. It's almost the play from Louisville. Gillis is going to go right to the rack. Yes, he'll finish. Nicely done. Timeout, SMU, as Duke responds with a 5-0 run by Mason Gillis, which is kind of funny because the first time that SMU got it back to within 4, earlier in the first half, it was a 5-0 Cooper Flag run that got Duke out of that. That was the response that essentially got us out of it. And now it's a 5-0 Mason Gillis run that gets us the response here to put ourselves back up by 9 as SMU is forced to, sorry, it's an SMU timeout, not a Duke timeout, so they're down to 3. So, folks, what do you think? So, what do you folks think so far here of our play? Not bad, yeah, I agree. Not bad. The defense has certainly shown up. I think we can agree. We can all agree on that. The 87-point average by SMU is probably not going to make it unless they somehow score 12 points in the last 3 minutes and 16 seconds, which would be insane. I mean, our big guys, we still don't really have like Patrick Gongba playing at 100%. So by big guys, you mean basically just Malawach and Brown. I think Malawach has actually played pretty well. He doesn't really show up in the box score other than the 2 points, but defensively he's been a force, altering shots, getting rebounds. I think it's worked out pretty good for him actually. He's got 3 rebounds, he's got 2 assists. I think Malawach's play has been fine. 7 assists right now for Sion James. Kind of crazy. 7 assists, 0 points, but wow. The 7 assists is just, it's like he's really become the point guard, and Tyrese Proctor is more of a shooting guard, which now with 8 points, and he was hot early, but flag in, Foster out. SMU inbounding after their timeout. Real full court or half court pressure here. It's Chuck Harris giving it to Matt Cross working on James. That's almost a deflection by Malawach. He might have gotten a piece of it actually. It does not go for Matt Cross, so an opportunity here for Duke to continue to extend the lead, 37-28 right now after an empty SMU possession. Oh my goodness, almost a turnover. Flag and a drive in. Flag to Gillis. Gillis for 3. No way. Way off, actually. I'm not sure I like that at all. I would have much preferred Cooper Flag to take that to the rack himself. And SMU can't finish. They tried to go for the alley-oop. Malawach comes down with the rebound, and we have a foul on Colbert by SMU. A rebounding action. Not the bonus yet, so Duke will just bring it down the floor. I think SMU puts up at least another 35 points in the second half, which will make it 65. Duke's going to need 70 to win. 70, 75 to win. 70 or 75 points is going to be the magic number tonight, I think. Somewhere in there. I'll give you a 5-point range. We'll narrow it in the second half. Good screen by Malawach. Here's Proctor. Proctor tries to drop it from Malawach, and actually Gillis cleans it up outside to Sion James for three. In and out. So painful to miss these wide open 3-point shots. He had Proctor had one there at the top of the key earlier in the game. Here's Harris, front iron. Offensive board to the Ponies. Miller tries to tricky pass to Yigatolu, who converts for two. Damn, we could have had 40, 42. We could have had another 5 points or so. Here, the shot's just not quite dropping. Cooper to Malawach. There it is. They finally get that little alley-oop play to work, although it wasn't a hard slam, but Duke by 9 and Malawach with 4 points. Boopy Miller being guarded by Sion James. James giving him baseline. Gives it off to Yigatolu, who's going to go bump bodies with Malawach. Good defense so far. Not quite. Yigatolu trying to get his own rebound. Gets his own board twice, actually, and scores. So Yigatolu 4-0 for him in the last 2 possessions. Or just 4 points for him in the last 2 possessions. High screen by Malawach. Will flag take it. SMU brings up 2. Gillis with a shot fake. Gillis gets it back outside to Flag. Flag with 10 seconds. Could be, oh my goodness, what a move by Cooper Flag as he hits the deck. This is a 2-for-1 opportunity, actually, so you could have go to the free throw line here. You should go to the free throw line here. Not a shooting foul? Yes, a shooting foul. And he continues to make free throws at the line. 14 points so far for Cooper Flag. I have to say, it's unfortunate that Cooper Flag probably won't stay more than this year, because he would definitely become the next most hated white dude from Duke. Join the ranks of Grayson Allen and Christian Laettner. Cooper Flag would definitely have been the guy, for sure. And he makes the free throw again. 15 points in the first half for Cooper Flag, as SMU is going to have an opportunity here. And Duke will then get another possession with about 12 or 15 seconds, depending on when SMU shoots it. Miller, good defense there by the Blue Devils. Flag recovers. Nice. Miller's just going to try to put up a prayer, not quite. It hit the top of the backboard. That should have been out of bounds when it hit the top of the backboard, guys. Come on. SMU is going to recover, I guess. So SMU will have the final shot as Duke cannot corral the rebound. Boy, that is painful, unless we get a steal here on the inbounds. But Malik Brown is in the game, actually. So SMU is going to want to take the final shot. Let's see. It's currently a 9-point margin. Boopy Miller. Bro, over to Cross. 3-pointer, no good. Yeah, and Malawach just deflects it as we are good to go here. All right, Duke by 9 at the half. Love it. That is, we are doing very well, actually. This has been played at a high level by our Blue Devils as we 41-32. Remember, SMU averaging 87 points per game. So the half would have been around 43. A typical half for them would have been around 43. We hold them to 32. So -9. Love that. I'm looking for water. Where did... that? I seem to have lost my water. Oh, there it is. Need refills here. Refills at halftime. Everybody get your favorite snack, favorite drink. As the pup has returned. Hey, bud! Hi! The pup was out getting groomed, and now he has returned. Very exciting. Hi! All right, we gotta take this vest off you. Oh, look, you're so cute and fluffy. All right, very good. All right, let's go. Up here, buddy. Come on. Oh, there's a bunch of clothes here. We gotta give you your bed back. Hi. Oh. Oh, you smell great. Mm. All right. Second. I think SMU will start with the ball because they had possession. They had the possession arrow. Duke will lose its timeout. Didn't use it. Didn't need it. But okay, here we are. So we've been looking at the rebounding a lot this afternoon. We had evened it up. We had evened up the rebounding, but now SMU has taken a lead in the rebounding again. 25-18 is the rebounding margin here for the Mustangs. Get rid of this. All right. All right. So 41-32. Field goal percentage 42%. Again, we had talked about how the this was the ACC's top defense against the ACC's top offense, but it wasn't really. It's not never really been an even matchup per se because it's not like Duke's offense is like Duke's offense is right there. So like obviously we can put up points and we have the good defense. So the defense has shown up here with the 36% on SMU. This is actually a little bit above Duke's average field goal percentage defense for the season. But we're over here shooting 45%, which is tremendous. The 6 of 13 from 3-point land is great too. It's actually a higher percentage than our overall. And then 7 of 10 from the free throw line, which Cooper Flagg remains perfect. SMU only 6 of 12, and it's a 9-point game. I mean, if SMU hit another 2 or 3 of these, this is looks a little bit better for them. It gets it down to about 6. But right now, we're sort of keeping that at arm's length. The piece that kind of concerns me the most is the rebounding here, with SMU out rebounding us 25-18, especially in the offensive rebounding category. Yiga Tolu has just been destroying us. If we go to the split box here, go down here to number 24, Yiga Tolu. He's got 8 rebounds so far. 5 of these are offensive rebounds, and what this margin is +7, and this margin is +7 also. So literally the entire rebounding margin is in the offensive rebounding category. And SMU has been killing us on the offensive glass. It's the only issue here is that they haven't really been able to translate it into many points. They're averaging less than 1 point per offensive rebound. There are only 9 second chance points, Duke with 5. So, you know, we've done a lot more out of the opportunities, the second chance opportunities that we have gotten. 14 points in the paint for each. Duke with 2 steals. This is really nice to see too. Look, you're on the road in a hostile environment playing a conference game, and you have 1 turnover in the entire half. Meanwhile, you've forced 5 turnovers from your opponent. Now, 5 turnovers and a half brings you to about 10 a game. I mean, that's not a bad game, honestly, in terms of turnovers. But like, this differential is something we're going to want to keep an eye on, because if this differential flips or goes even in the second half, it might be trouble for Duke. That could mean extra possessions for SMU, which we don't really want to give the home team that's trying to, pluck a big win any extra help. So yeah, the stats on this side are a bit of a mess. I mean, Boopy Miller with 7. Oh, Boopy's got 7. Interesting. 2. I guess I credit him with an extra. Olu 252. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're all set. Yeah, we don't want to see Boopy Miller go for 20 in the second half. That if Boopy Miller ends the game with 20, that's going to be really painful for us, I think. I mean, Cooper Flag with 15 points so far, tremendous. I mean, if he puts up 30, I think we're definitely good to go. I'd like to see Proctor put up another 8, get to 15. Sion James, no points, but 7 assists and leading the team. I mean, just far and away leading the team in the assist category. Need to see some more out of Knipple, probably. Kind of interesting. Nice contribution by Gillis. Nice contribution by Foster off the bench. These two coming off the bench. Real nice contribution there. Malawatch, I'd love to see this number go up to 10 by the end of the game. So let's get 12 for Malawatch by the end of the game. Let's get 15 for Proctor, and let's get two. It might be too much to ask for 30, but let's go 26 for Cooper Flag. And that'll look. And I think then we'll look like we're in decent shape. Also, I mean, Isaiah Evans, like we've talked about, shooting 60% from beyond the arc in the last several games since the Auburn game, since we really had his like emergence there. If he hits 2 of them, kind of gets up to 8 points, I think we'd be in good shape as well. 4 blocks is quite nice, evenly distributed. 12 assists to 7 Duke ahead in that category. So turnovers, keep an eye on the turnovers and the rebounding. All right. Where How long do we have? Is the question. Probably another 5 minutes or so. Trying to figure it out. All right. All right, chat. What do you think? What is your take here on the first half? I mean, look, we've come out on the road in what we thought was going to be a hostile environment. Turns out not all that hostile, honestly. I've been very underwhelmed by the SMU crowd. Honestly, they need to step their game up a bit. So, I mean, yeah, Duke has done a good job of taking the crowd out of the game. So we did our job there. But yeah. Yugatolu guy is absolutely crushing us on the boards, man. I mean, just crazy. He's got 8 rebounds so far. What are some of the other scores? Let's take a look. Other scores around. A lot of rather high-profile games across the college football landscape. You had Kentucky beating Florida 106-100. Beat UGA. At Baylor and Iowa State playing right now. Iowa State ranked third against 25th ranked Baylor. It's 38-27. Yeah, UNC escapes by a single point. Tennessee beats Arkansas. I have to say it's very weird seeing John Calipari not in a Kentucky in the Kentucky Blue. But they won sort of going away at home by 24 points. Mizzou and Auburn still have to play this afternoon. Mizzou has a win over Kansas, I believe. OU Alabama 5-12. Fifth ranked Alabama against 12th ranked OU. Let's see, anybody gonna take the 5-12 upset in that one? That's kind of funny. What else in the what else around the ACC? Let's look at our league. Oh, Miami, Virginia Tech, 2 0-2 teams battling it out over in the ACC network. Miami 70-65. And that's it. It's just our game and their game going right now. The entire ACC got bumped off of like the main networks. Just now it's just SEC and it's basically SEC land and Big 12 land, yeah. Well, Virginia, Louisville coming off a win against North Carolina earlier this week in the midweek game. Syracuse, Florida State, 2 0-2 teams. Somebody's going to get a ACC win there. Stanford Pitt. Oh, that's interesting. Stanford is a newcomer. California to Clemson. Wow, Clemson 3-0 in the ACC at the moment. Let's see who they've beat. Back over Boston College. Surprise, surprise. They've beaten Miami. Wow, Clemson beat Kentucky. Wow, that's actually a good win. They beat Wake and they beat Stanford. Okay. Wake Forest, this one's probably for real. I don't know about these ones. Anyway, says we need to pick up the pace and check Mississippi State. Oh, Mississippi State 60-32 right now. Number 17, Mississippi State up 28 points on their SEC opponent there, South Carolina, with 12 minutes to go in the second half. Not even close. All right, so 41-32. What my prediction was that SMU could put up 35, another 35 points in the second half, which would give them 67. And I said we need at between 70 and 75 to win this game. I am going to stick to that prediction. Let's see how it plays out. All right, SMU will start with the ball, and that'll flip the possession arrow to the Blue Devils down the stretch. Okay, so we did not actually have any jump or held balls in the first half as we resume with the starters with Knipple, Sion James, Malawach, Flag, and Proctor, and Matt Cross gets his first 2 points of the half and has 8 for the game. So SMU comes out of the locker room with a make there as Sion James gets Yigatolu in the air but decides not to shoot and hands it off to Knipple, who has a lane and scores up and in. Nicely done over the larger Yigatolu. Well played by Knipple there. So teams trading buckets here on their first possession. And Miller going to try to go high off glass. Yigatolu trying to get the rebound, but will, what? Deflected out of bounds, and it'll stay with SMU? Come on. I do wonder if we can get Yigatolu in some degree of foul trouble. Like, he's the only one that's, like, really rebounding anything for SMU. I feel like every time he's not in the game, we kind of can collapse the rebounding margin, and every time he's in there, he just explodes it back out. And as I say that, BJ Edwards shoots and misses, and Sion James comes down with a rebound. Cooper Flag is open there off this Malawach screen, driving on Yigatolu, trying to go off glass. Yes, he gets the kind roll as Cooper Flag gets 17 so far. What I said 26 was my prediction for Cooper Flag. So we'll see what we go. I guess just start writing these down and posting them on the thing. Predictions. Yigatolu on Malawach. Oh, blocked! That should be a foul on Matt Cross, but Sion James keeps possession. And a quick pass up ahead that is deflected out of bounds by BJ Edwards. Cooper Flag has gotten a lot more confident with his handles. Some of these plays would have could have turned into turnovers earlier in the season. It's the growth on this kid has been tremendous, even though he was like still number one coming in. That's a travel. The travel by Knipple, only the second turnover by the Blue Devils. That was one of the areas that said we were going to watch, right? It was 5 turnovers for SMU, only 1 turnover for Duke there in the first half. And there's an early turnover for the Blue Devils here in the second as my stream froze. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Fresh? Oh, okay. The CW is completely frozen for the time being, which is very bizarre. It is 47-36, I guess, is Yigatolu scored and Cooper Flag scored quickly. And then Yigatolu fouled. So no idea, actually, as we have... Oh, please stand by. The CW has technical difficulties, apparently. As the game goes on, Cooper Flag free throws. We got the audio back. We don't have the video back. Budget channels sending us the game here. Flag is still perfect. 21 points for Cooper Flag as we've extended a 13-point lead. Okay, and they've just gone to commercials? What a mess by the CW right now, folks. What an absolute mess. Iris Proctor got called for a foul. And then Malawach got called for a foul. Okay, so this is Foul City here. Yeah, the CW just going to commercial while the game is still playing. I mean, just absolutely terrible. Okay, here we go. God, it's so bad. It's like their broadcast is so delayed. Yeah, I mean, the CW just like completely scuffed the whole thing. Not only is their broadcast so delayed, it's also like not working, but now it's back. So first miss at the free throw line by Colbert. And he makes the second. 3 for him on the afternoon. Sion James driving. Ooh, Sion James, after all the assisting that he's done this afternoon, finally gets his first points on the layup. Good for him. He has just been a assist god right now. Just a total workhorse. Ha, workhorse. See? Who's in chat? We were coming up with terrible SMU puns. That is an offensive foul. Okay, number 20 for SMU literally grabbed Con Knippel's jersey and tried to pull him along with his dribbling. Like, what is that? Oh, this is Brown was wide open down low. I don't know why he didn't take the shot, but wide open is Cooper Flag actually. Yes, Flag will get the 3. He's got 24. My 26-point prediction is going to be way off, chat. And this is going to be a timeout for SMU as Duke has blown the game open here in the second half. 17 points ahead. My goodness. Yeah, and Flag could have been foul. They could have gotten for the foul on that one. Damn it. It's not working for me. Oh, full screen it. No. I really hate how Streamlabs just blacks them out. It works sometimes on my other PC, but not that one for some reason. App 1. Huh. Yeah. This is why I miss Raycom. Raycom was legit. Those were the good old days. Duke here on a 5-0 run. It's on a 13-3 extended run and has made 6 of its last 7 shots. Or 6 for 7 in its last 7 shots. And Cooper Flag just continues to pour it on. I mean, the kid, I don't even know, man. He's This is just the real deal. 8 of 8 from the free throw line, 24 points, 7 of 11 shooting, has hit both of his 3-pointers, which was a point of emphasis, something that we had talked about before the holidays, where he really wasn't hitting. It felt like that 3-point shot really wasn't there for Cooper, or it was just slightly inaccurate, but 2 of 2 so far today. 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1. I mean, he's literally filled in every single statistical category possible, except for turnovers, which is one you don't want to have anything filled in for. So, wow, incredible, incredible. Yeah, I had him at 26 points for the game. He's basically going to have 20. He's almost got 26 points in the first 4 minutes of the second. The rebounding margin has collapsed back down as getting less and less in SMU's favor. Now it's only +4 SMU when it was like what plus. What did you say plus 13? No, +7 I think +7 or 9. But so far, so good here. A fantastic first 4 minutes to the second half for the Blue Devils. It's exactly what you needed. You come out of the locker room, SMU trying to get itself back into the game, and you just say no, no. Just keep their crowd out of it for good. Now, SMU not going to be done, right? We have a high-powered offense. We know that. Expect them to stick around here for a while longer. All right. So SMU with the ball coming out of the timeout. Let's see what they come up with. And the shot no good. Tolu tries to put it back, and he will get fouled for his trouble. Should be on James, I think. And actually, they're going to take another timeout because apparently the SMU timeout doesn't also count as the media timeout because they just need more commercials. Absolutely useless commercials that nobody cares about. Okay. Tolu almost with a double-double. He's got 8 points. It's actually ties a team high, SMU team high with Matt Cross there with 8 points, and it's got also 9 rebounds. So it's been very inefficient for Tolu, 4 of 11. A lot of those rebounds coming off his own shot, actually. Sion James with 7 assists. 7 assists, incredible for a single player. 2 rebounds and 2 points. We'll see if that 7 becomes 10 by the end. Oddly enough, Cooper Flagg, despite the 24 points, doesn't actually have a double-double yet. He only has 6 rebounds. So Cooper's going to need 4 more rebounds, and Sion James is going to get, I wanted to see 3 more assists to get him up to the 10 assist mark. I'm feeling pretty good about the game right now, folks. Feeling pretty good about this right now. Cooper got fouled too when he scored on that 7-footer. He clearly bumped him. Yeah. I mean, Cooper's been absorbing plenty of contact and not getting the calls. But I mean, he's taken 8 free throws. It's not like he hasn't gotten any calls. I think it's been fair. I think it's been decently fair. SMU basketball stadium is smaller than Cameron. Is it actually? Oh, that'll make the ESPN highlights. Oh, the putback dunk from the first half. Yeah, it's definitely making a top 10. When he, for sure, it makes the Sports Center top 10. I mean, it's like what? Like the third or fourth Cooper flag poster so far this year? Oh, when he drove and scored. Ah. Ooh, Derek Lively in the house. Look at that. You get Tolo at the free throw line now. At the end of the season, somebody's definitely gonna have to make like a poster of all the Cooper flag posters. He's got so many of them. Yigatolu makes the first and shanks the second, and Knipple comes down with the rebound. So Duke in firm control here, up 16, needs to continue to put its foot on the gas. I want to see us up 20 with 10 minutes to go. Oh, that's a foul there on Boopy Miller on the attempted steal. Miller and Proctor going at it. Love to see the former Wake Forest player. Nice extra pass by Flag to Brown. Brown back outside to Knipple for three. What a beautiful play. Wow. The quick pass from Cooper Flag to Malik Brown, and then Malik Brown realizing that he was double teamed and pinned underneath the basket and getting it out to a wide open Con Knipple. I mean, that kind of ball movement has been missing from Duke teams these past couple of years. It is just, wow, dude. Like, I don't think we've seen the kind of ball movement that this team is capable of in a long time. Oh, that's a turnover by Duke. It's a live ball turnover as Boopy Miller converts, and so that's not what you want right now. Duke's still up by 15, but like we said, it was only one turnover for Duke in the entire first half. They've turned it over twice now before the 10-minute mark of the second. Let's see if we can get the points back. Flag trying to drive on Yigatolu, going to try to step through, gets deflected, and will dribble it off his foot, and that is another turnover. 2 Cooper Flag turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Yeah, Derek Lively was feeling pretty good about the situation, I guess. Now Duke's gonna have to rely on its defense after the second turnover here and as many possessions. Up to Matt Cross. Flag gets dropped to the floor, and Cross will take a three. Oh boy, here's a little bit of a run for SMU, capitalizing off the Duke turnovers. They scored on both of them. 7-0 run here for SMU. Careful, guys, careful. We were up by 17. Or actually, after the three-pointer by Knipple, maybe. Proctor to James. Good defense by SMU. Nice for Proctor. No. Flag with the rebound. James is going to square up for it. Not quite. He's going to pass it off to Brown. Brown with easy two. Nice. Nicely done. Great patience by Duke here. Great patience by the Blue Devils. As we get it back to 14. Ooh, Brown knocks it away from Yigatolu, but Duke can't pick it up. Tough shot by Boopy Miller. Great rebound by Cooper Flag. Oh, up ahead to Brown. He gives it to Knipple. Knipple in the corner for three. No, Brown should have just taken. I don't know why Brown didn't take that one. That's honestly too selfless, man. Like, he's right there. Just dunk it. Right? Just dunk it. I don't understand. Oh my goodness. Now it's people are on everybody. Bodies are flying right now. Why would you not just dunk that if you were Malik Brown? Honestly, who is the foul on? Because Malik Brown got the ball first. They called that on Malik Brown? But okay, hold on. But that was like, that's like an interception by the defense. And then they go to the ground. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. The ball don't lie, man. SMU with an opportunity. It's Chuck Harris. Tough shot. Fade away. Malawach with a great rebound. Pinned Yagatolo down underneath the basket. Nipple coming across the curl. Gives it to Gillis. Over back to Knipple. Knipple for three. Yeah, money. Wow, 11 points for Con Knipple. And now Duke back in control. Back up to 17 is the lead as Caleb Foster's going to get a cheap foul here. Wow. All right, so despite the SMU run, despite the SMU 7-0 run, that brought it down to 12. Duke just said no. Duke still said no. And re-extended the lead back out to 17. I have to say, I continue to be impressed by Duke's ability to absorb runs from opposing teams and just deny them and then punch right back. Like, the resilience of this team, a couple things. They're incredibly resilient, very patient. Like, they don't panic and take, they're like, oh, the other team's on a run. You're trying to play hero ball and take a bad shot. No, they were patient. As you saw it, the first shot to get us back into, like, to sort of fight back against the SMU run was a really good offense run, and then it was Malik Brown for a high percentage 2. Right? It wasn't just some guy just jacking up a 3 trying to stop the run there. And they're just like, they're just unfazed. They just don't seem to care. These other teams that just put pressure on them, and they don't mind at all, apparently. Very, very impressive. Duke is a second half team. If you didn't have Duke down by 15 or 17 points at halftime, you're in trouble in the second. I don't think we've actually ever been down 15 points at halftime. I mean, we've been down double digits at times in the first half, but have always managed to kind of claw our way back by the time it hits halftime, and then it's like very manageable. But yeah, keeping an eye on some of the stats here for these players. 24 points for Cooper Flagg, 9 rebounds. He picked up 2 rebounds in that last 4-minute segment. Cian James picked up another assist to get him to 8. So Cooper Flagg is 1 away and rebounding from a double-double. And Con Knipple hit 2 3-pointers there in that segment as well. He's now 3 of 6 from the beyond the arc for 11 points, 4 of 7 overall in the game. Ooh, what's up, bud? Alarm dog going off. Alarm dog going off. Irish should have beaten UNC today. Yeah, UNC got very lucky. Agreed. Agreed. Burton. Who's Burton? That's a familiar name on the Notre Dame side, but I don't quite remember. I have to brush up on my Notre Dame. All right, resuming play here. 62-45. 11:50 to go in the game. SMU going deep in the shot clock here. Boopy Miller trying to put it up high off the glass. Yes, he gets it. He's got 13. Remember, Boopy had 15 points in the Wake Forest win against Duke last season. He's got 13 points today so far. And the lead remains 15. We got to continue to put the pressure on. I said 75 wins it for Duke. Knipple going to go line drive here. Not quite. I don't really like that. There was a shot very early in the shot clock. I felt like that's a settle. Even though he can definitely hit it. Boopy Miller, though, has 15 points off back-to-back buckets, because that ends up happening, and now you're back down to 13 points when you were on 17 points. You want good shots here. You just want to get take this lead down to another media timeout, right? You want to be up by 17 with 8 minutes to go, kind of thing. Don't let SMU back into this. Oh, that's a foul. Who did they call? Yeah, call Yigatolu for that one. So that's his third. That's good for us. We want Yigatolu out of the game. Opens up the rebounding. James makes the first. Flag back in the game. So Flag, Foster, Gillis, and Malawach. Flag, Foster, Gillis, Malawach, James. Interesting. Very interesting lineup here. I mean, it's like Duke very content to just run Sion James as the point guard, although he's checking out. And Proctor will check back in. All right, so James checks out. Proctor back in. I guess if he had missed it though, he wouldn't have been able to check out. But his defense is quite all right. So oh my gosh, we got bodies on the floor here as Edwards and Gillis hit the deck, tangling feet. No fouls though. 15 points is the margin. As good defense by Cooper Flag. And now less than 8 seconds to go for Boopy Miller. Good defense by Foster, the closeout on Cross. Oh yeah, ref doesn't fall for that trick. Oh my god, now they get bailed out with a foul. How? This is, that's a terrible foul call. Oh come on. What a cheap ass foul call. I can't even, man. That is so lame. Yes, missed the free throw. It's just that was 0.4 seconds from a shot clock violation and just like not even a foul. Oh my god, come on, man. Flag last game 24. Yeah, he got 24 in the last 2 games. Yep. So 1 of 2 at the free throw line for Colbert there. Evans has played. He hasn't really scored though. He's missed the shots that he's taken. He's 0 for 3. Check in a second. Foster trying to go off glass. Yeah, Foster just beats his man off the dribble. Says thank you very much. He's got 7 off the bench. I love Foster's roll off the bench here late as a 6th man. Called or not called? I mean, Foster's been doing. Flag's been doing work. And when he gets to the free throw line, he scores. Flag back off to Proctor. Could it be an assist for Flag? Yes! Assist for Flag, points for Proctor. 69-50. There you go. 19 points. And we have another timeout. Yeah, we got a timeout here. SMU. Be down to 1, I think. Let's get this up. Let's get this up to 20 or more. I mean, it's at 19 right now. I feel pretty good about it with 9:35. Look. So this is what I guess what I was insinuating early for those that were here early in the broadcast has sort of come to fruition, where I was questioning SMU's record because I said they have not played. Well, they have not beaten, let alone played, a ranked team this season. Duke is the first ranked team that SMU has actually played this season. Okay. And then I had also said, so their 87.5 points per game is against a bunch of teams that, okay, aren't ranked. It's also very early in the ACC. You know, the ACC teams that they beat were UVA and Boston College. Boston College, I had said, has been mid for those, you know, who have been around and watched ACC basketball a lot. Very mid. And then UVA with the whole Tony Bennett situation, I don't know. It's like probably not great. Here's another assist for Flag as Gillis throws it to the ground. Woo! Off the SMU turnover. Their first turnover in the second half, actually. Oh my God, we almost stole another one. 3-pointer, no good, and that's a rebound for Proctor. So honestly, I was sort of questioning SMU's resume coming into this. And I was like, look, you know, even though they are quote unquote the highest, like the top offense in the ACC, Duke is the top defense and like what, the second offense? So like, you know, the defense is going to show up. The question was whether the offense was going to show up or not, and Cooper Flag is just pulling his guy. That's a terrible defense. And like the offense showed up early. We did not get off to a slow start. We got off to a fast start tonight. And SMU just looked like the game was too big for them. Pitt might actually be, so Pitt's probably more legit than SMU. I would think. We have to. Well, let's look at Pitt. Let's assess Pitt's resume kind of the same way we looked at SMU at the next TV timeout. Let's take a look. I mean, Pitt is going to be tough to beat because, like, it's not a new ACC opponent, right? Like we've played Pitt. Pitt has been in the ACC for a long time. We split last year. They beat us at home actually. One of two at the free throw line for Traore. There is a 20-point game. Cat fan says that they have watched Pitt and seem to have good guard play and are resilient. Came back big against California. So there you go. There's a quick scout. Another possible assist for Cooper Flag there is Foster misses the three, and it's another turnover for Duke as Proctor can't handle Malik Brown's pass, and that's the sixth turnover for the Blue Devils on the game. I don't like how we have been turning the ball over in the second. At the end, it hasn't really mattered because Duke has just been making shots. Duke's defense has just been tremendous. And Duke now with 71 points. I said we needed between 70 and 75 to win. We were already there, so Yigatolu hits it back outside to Miller, and here's going to be a long three, not quite. Proctor down with that rebound. He's been picking up a few of them now. By Gillis? Nope, actually, nothing. Just Proctor dribbling it. There's a screen by Flag, and the give and go to Flag, and Flag gets fouled. That'll be a foul by Chuck Harris, his second. And that will take us to the under 8 TV timeout. Is the game at Duke or Pitt? I think it's at Duke. It might be at Pitt, actually. It would make sense to have back-to-back road games. No, it's in Durham. It's in Durham. It's a home game. You get Pitt, then we get Notre Dame. We got 3, and then we get Miami. We got 3 straight home games, actually. And then you get the road. Boston College, Wake State, Carolina. Yeah, I mean, actually, yeah, come to think of it, I was like, where are our road games? We started the season with 2 road games at Louisville, at Georgia Tech. Notre Dame will probably be rough. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Be fine. Honestly, I don't know. Right, I don't know how many of these games would be quote unquote tough. Like this one and the Pitt game, yeah, but like the ACC is not doing the Clemson, obviously. Like the ACC is not doing well, folks. Like, is not. There's not a lot of high-profile teams in the ACC. Let's look at Pitt. All right. Virginia Tech 86, Miami 85. Wow. Finally, Virginia Tech gets their win. I couldn't believe Virginia Tech was a quad. It's a quad 4 game, man. So crazy. Poteet 25. All right, where's Pitt? Pitt Panthers. They've lost to Wisconsin. At least they played a ranked team. They lost to Wisconsin by 6. That's not bad, actually. Mississippi State. Oh, they got crushed in their SEC championship game. They beat Virginia Tech. They beat Cal. Who cares? Who cares? Not bad, I guess. Ohio State, Big Ten team. LSU, okay. Who cares? Wake is tough at home. Well, but the game is in Durham. So, Wake is very Wake is very tough at Wake, obviously, yes. Oopie Miller trying to step through on flag and can't get that. So flag is 24. I said he'd have 26 for the game, and I thought I was in a lot of trouble with that prediction right off the bat in the first 4 minutes of the second, but he slowed down a bit. This is a long 2, and Yigatolu can't get the rebound, and we have a foul. Come on Con Knipple. Third foul on Knipple. So you got Flag with 24, Proctor with 11, Knipple with 11, Gillis with 7. I love the bench contributions. Foster with 7. Foster 7, Gillis 7. Great. One of 2 for Yigatolu, as that gives him 10. So that's a double-double for when are we wearing our black? I don't know. I thought we wore black a couple games ago. Oh, the alley-oop! Knipple the Malawatch. Hey, we got the alley-oop to work. Fun dunk stat, actually, as that counts as a dunk. Duke is out dunking opponents something like 53 to 18. Now maybe 54. Oh, okay, maybe not. Wow, we just got it thrown back right at us. Holy moly. Okendo. Goodness gracious. 19 points. Back to 19. Back-to-back rack attacks. Foster is going to try to go off the glass. Yes. That's his move. That's his move. Going right, right-handed drive to the basket. That's Foster's game right there. They called that on Yigatolu. That's his 4th, and Foster misses it, actually. So that's really good news for Duke, although it's getting late in the game anyway. 6:30 to go. Cross taking a long 3-pointer. No, that's not the play. That's the panic play, trying to play hero ball, see if we can get something and get our team back into it. That's like waving the white flag here for SMU. They got to run some real offense. Yeah, Foster driving like that all the time. Like that's his gig. for sure. Get it outside there to Proctor. He's wide open. Oh, it's a long range three. Wound up a little short. The SMU just needs good offense. Like if they just take bad shots, then I guess that little mid-range turnaround jump shot counts as a bad shot, but kind of our defense forced him into it. Yeah, Knippel's absolutely going to get fouled on that play. Knippel, this BJ Edwards has no choice but to foul him. Knippel just going really hard to the rack and take it himself in the and one here. Wow, what strength. Great strength by Knippel here. Would not be denied. Flag loves it. We're going to have fans going for the early exits here at SMU. Khan looks small standing next to Malo. Yeah. Khan connects at the free throw line. 14 points for him. That's lovely. What a great afternoon. Hubbard looking good to play today. Yeah, I agree. It's now a 24-point game. We might have a Hubbard sighting. That would be funny. That would be disrespectful. Long range three off as Malawach down with the rebound. And we should just take 30 off the shot clock on every single possession from here on out. Do not shoot this ball with less than 5 on the shot clock. Nice cross-court pass by Knippel. That's a travel by Flag, who steps. Got the feet moving early before the ball. What's up? Hey, hi. Hi. We're looking down here. We're looking our own leg. Oh. But my wife is taller than Hubbard. It's not very hard to be taller than Hubbard. Oh, they tried to go to the alley-oop for Yigitolu, but nada. Oh my God, Proctor, that is either a foul or a travel. Okay, it's a held ball, actually. Duke will retain possession. 4:38 to go in the game. Oh, they were looking. Proctor wanted the Malawach alley-oop. Couldn't get it to go. Foster. Now it's actually Proctor straight on 3. Oh, money. Tyrese Proctor with 14. I said, what did I say? 15 for Proctor, right? By the end of the game. Yeah, Flag is still in. Hasn't scored in over 10 minutes of game time, actually. Woo! Long range shot by Boopy Miller, 18. Boopy Miller now officially has more points against Duke as an SMU Mustang than a Wake Forest Demon Deacon. Oh, God, Nick. Here's the alley-oop. Yep. Knippel to Malawach. They get the alley-oop to go. 83 points for Duke. Wow. We are very fortunate with this Duke team. Our Duke team has finally arrived. It has arrived. Boopy Miller for another 3. Oh, well, okay. The offensive rebounding has just been brutal. I did say 65 for SMU by the end, right? I said 65. Timeout, Duke. UNC playing SMU next. Yo, SMU gonna do us a solid and have a comeback game against UNC. That's what it's gonna turn out to be. Comeback game against UNC. You heard it first right here. No. SMU going to have a comeback game. Talent but poor coaching. The Andy Enfield of Florida Gulf Coast fame. Quick update on the stats here. Cooper Flagg does officially have his double-double. He has 11 rebounds, 24 points, 11 rebounds, perfect from the free throw line, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 3 turnovers, unfortunately. All of those turnovers came here in the second half. He had a clean sheet there for a while. Got a little sloppy there later. Proctor with 14 points, 4 of 7 shooting as Duke continues to just pour it on. 30 of 55 for 45.5% and 11 of 24 from beyond the arc. The rebounding is actually even between Duke and SMU. It's 37-37. The difference really, though, is in the offensive rebounding of SMU. They are beating us in the offensive rebounding game 20-10. And the second chance points 15-10. So interestingly enough, they really haven't been capitalizing as much as we have. But welcome, Chris Hand. What's up? I don't know how Hey corrected to Guru. That's kind of funny. Do you like the logos I gave for Pitt and Notre Dame? Yes. I think you said you wanted the. We'll probably try. We could probably use the P. Probably use the P on the thumbnail and the Panther in the top bar, on the top bar. Yeah. Cat fan, which game are you going to? Also, if you're going to the Duke game and you have tickets, it doesn't really matter if it's cold because Cameron is like, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not like the game is outside. It's not a football game. Oh, you're going to Duke versus Miami. Very nice. Very nice. Panther is the current logo for Pitt. Yeah. I bought the new Duke book, The 5 Banners. Ooh, inside the Duke Dynasty. Nice. This Duke team is better than what we thought they were? Are you actually kidding me? Oh my god, the announcers. No, this Duke team is as advertised. We knew they were good, man, especially with all they've played, all these like really tough games that they've played. Question was whether they can come in to like a crowd that's going to be hyped up and just sit them down. Yeah, we have a lot of early exiters there in the SMU student section. Okay, right at midcourt, completely empty. Right, that is a travesty. And Duke has sent the SMU Ponies fans packing tonight. And this is Darren Harris for 3. Ooh, I thought that was going to be good. Gongba didn't even notice that he needed to go get a rebound, as we have the entire like third unit in right now between Gongba, Harris, Evans. Duke is done for the afternoon. Go to look at the camp. Oh yeah, I mean, obviously have to go to campus. Check the chapel. The garden's probably not great this time of year, given that it's winter, but nice walk. But yeah, I mean, you obviously have to check out the quad for sure, the main quad. Campus is amazing. Duke campus is amazing. SMU turnover there as we are down to 225, and SMU still has the starters, but Duke has said enough is enough, and Cooper Flagg will end the game with 24 points. So I was actually kind of right. I said 26 for Flagg, I got to 24. I said 15 for Proctor, I got 14. Not bad, not bad. This is what you come to the channel for. These kinds of, this is how well we know our Blue Devils. Yeah. You really like the football stadium? The game at Wake, yeah, probably. No matter like how bad Wake seems to be, they always play us really tough at Wake at home. The energy just felt really dead for SMU throughout the entire game. Credit us for taking them out of it, but this was way overhyped. I got it right. I was like, I don't buy the whole SMU thing. Kind of like that whole George Mason where everybody was like, oh, they're like one of the top ranked. Wow, what a play by Sion James. What a tough dude. Oh yeah, George Mason, one of the top ranked defenses in the country. Yeah, who did they played? No one. Like you're basically creating a stat, like a top ranked defense stat, playing like teams 200 through 360. Right? Yeah, James still 8 assists. I'll watch 8 points, 8 rebounds. Won't get the double double. It's like is that Sheffield? Did Sion James play against SMU when he was at Tulane? Oh, good question. I don't know. I did not come across that in my pregame research actually. It's a good question though. Evans with a drive to the basket. What a rare little play there for Isaiah Evans. Stan is we got the walk-ons on now too. No Spencer Hubbard though. He is hasn't gotten his shirt off, or his warm-ups off rather. Gongba driving. Gongba trying to go with the left. Oh, so close. Gets his own rebound. Actually goes again. Yes, that'll roll in for Patrick Gongba. You love to see that. We got Sheffield here with that was Sheffield, right? Yeah, Sheffield with another rebound. Evans gonna shoot 3? No. Evans gone cold from 3 today. Just his shot wasn't there, unfortunately, but didn't need it. Duke 89, SMU 62. Oh, a block by Gongba. Still playing hard, even in the final seconds of the game. Duke's gonna get out of here with a quad 1 win. You know what? We will take these quad 1s. We will take this, and then we will get ready for the home game against Pitt on Tuesday. Don't miss it. We'll be right back here on the channel with that one. I think it's an early game too. $7 p.m. game. Yeah, it is an early one. Nice. We got the early game on Tuesday. And SMU just missing free throws like crazy all day long. Not that it would have mattered, but I mean, it would have made the game seem more interesting or like closer earlier on, which could have been made a difference or not. Just in both. And the rebound by Begovic, and that'll be it. 89-62. All right. Very good. That's it. That's it. Well, good win, but SMU overrated. As that'll be it. Final thoughts here. Fantastic game by Flag. I mean, he was just the man. Yeah, good win indeed. The stat line is crazy. 24-11, 3-1-2. Crazy. Proctor also. Fantastic game for Proctor and Knipple. Our shooters were shooting today. Proctor with 14, Knipple with 14, 4 of 7 from beyond the arc, 3 of 8 from beyond the arc. Cooper Flag was perfect from beyond the arc, 2 of 2. I mean, even Caleb Foster had a really nice afternoon. 9 points off the bench on 4 of 6 shooting, really driving hard to the rim. And then Gillis also with a nice contribution, 7 points here. The 8 assists from Sion James. Whew, tremendous. Malawatch with 8 points and 8 rebounds. Everyone just great. Great team win. And actually, Duke ends up winning the rebounding margin, 42-41. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know? Turnovers even at 7. Both teams played a relatively clean game. Okay. Good. That's it. We almost got the double, which was going to be a UNC loss and a Duke win, but not quite. We were close. We were close. In any case, I think that's going to be it. Okay. We're going to be done. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll see you back here on Tuesday night for the game against Pittsburgh, which should be another good one. Must win for Duke in terms of building NCAA resume for good wins. Not many of them in the ACC. You got to keep going there. So have a nice rest of your Saturday, and stay safe, everybody. And as always, go Duke. Good night.